I've managed to keep vacancy in my short-term rentals at an all-time low since 2018. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how I did it. The first thing that I did was gather some of the most effective marketing strategies used by the best property owners. Photos are crucial. It's like a job interview. You want to make sure a good first impression. It's the same with your listing. You will hire a professional photographer so he captures the right angle, lighting, etc. It's not something that you cheap out on. We would then arrange the pictures in such a way that it's almost like that the guest is doing a virtual walkthrough. Picture arrangements give a tour and the decoration tells a story. And it's my job to make sure that they're fully captured. If we get multiple pictures of the same place in the house, we will pick one of each and switch them out occasionally so that pictures of the same place don't run out. That way, people don't get bored looking at pictures of the same place multiple times. Lastly, Airbnb only shows 5 pictures as the preview for a listing. So what that means is you should select the top 5 of your place so that you have a high chance of getting featured. Again, this goes back to the first impression that I was talking about before. But a key aspect of any marketing strategy is making sure it's being shown to the right people. Then it has a higher likelihood of converting their attention into some kind of monetary gain for you. Let's just say that you have a house that is 3 beds, 2 baths in a suburban area. The likely client demographic is family traveling for vacation. So then you should highlight your amenities such as a fully stocked kitchen with plates, cups, utensils, and whatnot. On the other hand, let's just say that you have a 2-bed, 1-bath small house in downtown. The likely client is going to be single traveling professionals working for low offices, small business clients, etc. You should then highlight its location and share places to eat and to hang out in downtown. When you're trying to attract a certain kind of guest, it's important that you go after specific amenities or features that will make a rental property more attractive to potential tenants. We find pools to be a great amenity, especially in the summertime. With the heat that we have, I can see how pools are popular. We also have found arcade to be ones that make a difference between 2 similar listings offer the same kinds of amenities. If there are 2 places that offer pretty much the same amenities, the one with the arcade will get booked. The arcade or a gaming room or gaming stations make it kid-friendly, and that's always a plus. But none of these amenities or features will be noticed if you aren't using these online platforms to promote your rental properties. We like using Hospitable, a cross-channel multi-calendar sync platform. We also like its feature of messaging guests automatically based on the time they check in. This has helped us tremendously with standard guest communication so that we can focus on things that really matter, such as keeping properties in top shape and offering amenities to make their stay even more enjoyable. It's also important that you're using pricing strategies that help keep properties booked without sacrificing profitability. We wouldn't lower our price to a minimum just to keep it occupied. We found that it actually backfires on us. We ended up attracting low-quality guests who would do more damage and cause us to lose more money than we keeping the property vacant. On the flip side, we will keep the price competitive and at the same time adjust our prices accordingly based on seasonality. We charge higher in high seasons such as summer or during local events. A short-term rental has the revenue like a hotel. One should be cognizant of the seasonality. There are months we don't make much enough to cover the monthly expenses. There are also months such as summer we make so much that make up what we've made in the low season. Now, although pricing strategies are important, it's just as important to focus on property presentation and staging for attracting the right guests. I like minimalist design with color contrast with the emphasis on cleanliness. In addition, you'll have to showcase your amenities either by description or by picture. For example, if you offer Keurig K-Cups, say it, or have a picture of the K-Cup machine. I know coffee can mean a big deal for some guests. People will make sure that you have it or request it ahead of time. And I make sure that we have it or stock it full so that the convenience that we offer makes a huge difference in booking with us. So if you've done everything we've talked about here in the video so far, then your rental is set up to attract a certain kind of guests. This alone will eliminate a ton of problems. But I want to take it one step further and let you know how I personally have dealt with vacancy issues. Unlike long-term rentals, your rental pricing is dynamic. Every day is different. You will have to go in and check yours against your competition. If your house is booked right now, you can price slightly high so that you can charge more for future bookings. If your house is not booked right now, you can price it competitively to attract people to book with you right now or in the future. We also give weekly and monthly discounts to people who book with us longer term. That way, we don't incur as much turnover cleaning fees, even though it's paid by guests. Lastly, we also have early bird specials to attract people to book with us in advance in exchange for a discount. This keeps us occupied ahead of time so that we don't have unused space in the future. Now, there is one tool that many property owners aren't using, and that is social media marketing. Social media marketing is huge. Do you know that the Barbie's dream house in Malibu is generating so much buzz for the movie that it has grossed $1.44 billion? They're right behind Avatar, Star Wars, and Titanic. If you pay an influencer to stay and showcase your property, you will get the attention and people will come and book with you for the experience. However, do make sure that the property has something special to offer. What causes it to stand out? What kind of thing makes it attractive? There's only so much that social media marketing can do. Host needs to make sure that there's something unique about the rental that's worth telling the world about, and people will pay to fly to stay at the place for an experience. By the way, if you like this kind of content, make sure that you subscribe so you can be notified when new videos come out. So if you follow everything that we've talked about in this video so far, you'll probably end up doing just fine for yourself and find a reasonable amount of success. But there's some strategies that I've implemented in my own business that help to significantly boost property bookings. We have seen demand shoot up despite the competitive price that we charge. It's almost hard to believe that we have over-delivered our service to stay profitable, yet customers just keep on coming. We put the profit into improving the properties, always looking to improve guest experience. This has become upward flywheel and momentum and continues to add to our bottom line. This is a great thing, but having a competitive edge would have been completely useless if customer service wasn't top-notch. We always strive to get 5-star reviews. The way for us to get them is to make sure that their stay is as comfortable as it can be. We check in with them during their stay so that if there's any complaint, we can nip it in the bud. So even if there's a bad review forthcoming, it can be softened. The review will not be as harsh and it doesn't come out as strong. Guest communication is so crucial in this business. Staying on top of it makes it seem like you care. Because if you're going to be a successful short-term rental operator, then you do care. If we can do that, the rest of the good will come easy. So now, you know the marketing strategies that I use to keep my rental properties consistently full, and you can begin implementing the same techniques into your business. But what matters most is that you continue learning more and more about real estate investing every day, which you can do by subscribing to my channel. Peace out.